Hello world, it's Curtis Potter with Boundless Inspiration. Just spent the day on the lake, last day, gonna winterize the boat. So it was just a buddy and I just decided to spend this last day of 78 degrees today. And it's the end of the season, so as we're out on the lake all day, we're talking about this is the last day on the lake. We're like saying our goodbyes and stuff, and it's just like a sentimental moment. And like we were talking about the memories made on the lake, and just this lake in specific because it's one that we come to often. And I had purchased a flip property not far from here. I've spent a lot of time on these waters, in specific these ones, and it just made me think about the season because, like, as you see, we're zipped up, got the jacket, the sweats, and so forth. And so I just thought about that, and this is the end of the season, right? Like, we're not coming back out, at least on the boat. The boat's getting winterized, and it's the end of the season. We're talking about like all the good memories and so forth. And I just want you to think about that. Like, what we were doing today was we was getting the most out of the season, right? So we're coming out here enjoying it while we still can. It's only just, we did have our shirts off all day today, but it got to a point where we had shirts and jackets on and so forth. And it was like, how can we get the most out of this season? Like, this may be the last warm day in Indiana, Midwest. So it's like, how can we get the most out of this season? And I just invite you to think the same way, because see, every moment, it's only good for that moment, right? So whether it's a hard time or a good time, like you was great at a sport in high school, but you know what, if you don't continue moving forward and becoming the best version of yourself and trying to get the most out of every moment, then you may not make it to college. You may make it to college and you may start in college, but if you don't continue increasing your craft, then you may not go to the pros, right? And it's the same thing in life. Like, you're always going to be at a level, and unless you push yourself to get to that next level, then you may be trapped in that spot, right? But even if it's the end of a season, like say it's this hard season and you're struggling and you're like, you know what, again, this is only for a moment and it's about to get brighter, it's about to get better. But make the most of it, even if a hard time, like continue, like what lessons can I learn from this season? How can I get the most out of this season? How can I benefit from the season? If I haven't benefited from the season, how can I benefit from the season? Even if I have benefited from the season, how can I benefit more from this season? What else can I get out of it, right? Like, what more can I learn from this season before we head into winter? What more can I learn from this? Who else can I help with this lesson that I learned myself? So today, as you see this beautiful lake, this amazing sunset, I just invite you to get the most out of this season in your life. Prepare for the next one you're either coming into, going through, or coming out of the storm. So you got to either prepare for that next storm, that next season, enjoy the one you're in, make the most out of it, get the most out of this season while preparing for the next one so you can dominate that last quarter of the year. I love you. I hope this helped. Put in the comment section how you're going to benefit from the end of this season. And put some stories in there like, hey, you know what, I was going through a rough season at the first quarter of the year, the second quarter of the year, but I just kept staying positive. The third quarter of the year, I knocked it out of the park. I'm doing amazing. And the fourth quarter of this year is about to be the best quarter of this year to start me off for 2023 to be amazing, because next year is going to be the best year of my life so far, right? And then the year after that is going to be the best year of your life so far. Every single day we're going to work just a step closer together to being boundless. I love you all. Have an amazing day and get ready for Monday. Start that week off. Enjoy your day. Be boundless. Love you all.